since I have half of you all almost on here. All right. We do everything from the north, because planes, as they fly through the air, they navigate from the north. Okay? So we always start with a vertical line, like this. Always. Now, since I just gave away my paper that I was using, somebody help me out. What do I know?
Here's 450 miles per hour.
And a heading of 60 degrees. That is from the north. So what that means is I'm going like this. Here's my airplane. This is 60 degrees. Understand where I came from? What else do I know? So if it's from the north, which way is it blowing my airplane? Is it blowing it this way? Does that make sense to you? So if I point my airplane 60 degrees up and the wind is blowing, it's going to actually going something like this, isn't it? How fast is the wind blowing? How hard?
42 miles.
You all agree? Yeah. So this is 42. So this is how airplanes actually, now it's a little more sophisticated than this, because the wind usually is not blowing exactly from the north. It's got a little bit of an angle to it. But this is how they actually do it. Back many years ago, if you notice the small planes, they always had a front seat and a back seat. Did you notice that? The front seat was the pilot, and the back seat was the navigator. The navigator had to do all this. Figure out which way you're going to point that plane so it will go where you want it to go. Because if I left here to go to Chicago, and I pointed directly at Chicago, guess what? I'm never going to land in Chicago. That was the navigator's job. That's what they did. They sat back there with their little stuff and figured out which way that plane needed to go. Because they didn't have any radios for the tower to tell them. So what's my question?
Find the plane's ground velocity first.
Okay. This is what I want to find. All right? Now, my straight line here and my 42 are parallel, aren't they? Aren't they both north-south? So, knowing they're parallel, what is this angle right here? 60. Oh, how fast was the plane going?
450 miles per hour.
So that makes this piece right here 450. Do you see a triangle?
Yeah. Yes.
And I want to find x. Law of sines? Law of cosines. Do you see that? Where that x squared is equal to 450 squared plus 42 squared minus 2 times 450 times 42 cosine of 60?
Okay, why would we use law of cosines?
What would you like to use?
I don't know. I'm just asking the question.
Okay, we need to find this side. I do not have a right angle. So anything I know about right angles is out. So if I don't have a right angle, my choices are law of sines or law of cosines. In order to do law of sines, I have to have only one thing missing. I have to have, like, I would have to know one of these two angles,
Okay.
and I don't.
Okay.
So the only thing I can use is log cosines. So what is x? Okay, Chandler doesn't like her answer.
433.5.
My calculator is giving me this, it says like non-real answers.
Or I said 435.
Okay, into the, like a second function.
It should have been 450 squared.
Well, I mean,
But that's just because you took square root of the negative numbers for that. Because you put the wrong one in. What was it? 433.5?
430.5.
430.5 miles per hour. So that's how fast my plane ended up going, right? Now what else does it ask for? Its course, isn't its course this right here?
Wouldn't we be going up in this situation since we're losing speed?
What?
Well, I mean, if the wind's going down and or
The wind's going down, it's going to blow us down.
Oh, okay, we're going 60 degrees. Okay, I was confused with where we were going.
Okay, isn't this what I want to find? So can I find this little angle right here?
the 430.5 miles per hour, is that what you guys got for the
Uh-huh.
What do you get? Did you do minus something squared, I guess?
Oh, the cosine's outside of it.
No, it isn't.
There's like the other, figure it out.
Oh, yeah. And it should be under it. Yeah.
Okay, I figured it out, guys.
Okay, we good now?
Yeah.
How am I going to find this angle? Law of sines. Because the sine of theta over 42 equals the sine of 60 over 430.5. What'd you get?
Degrees.
So then the whole angle would be 64.8 degrees, right?
So you got 4.8 degrees. So this, it's said to go 430.5 miles per hour at 64.8 degrees. That's how they say it. Did you get 4.8?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Does that make sense to you? Let's do the next one. Oh, it didn't work. I don't know why. All right. What do I know about the next one?
Airspeed is 600 miles per hour and heading 70 degrees.
Thank you. Okay. 600 miles an hour, which direction?
Well, it doesn't do it.
What's out of it?
Oh, it's headed north, or yeah, you headed north.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't give me an angle?
It's 70 degrees.
70 degrees, okay.
I was just.
So here's my plane, right? This is 70 degrees, and this is 600. Okay. What about the wind? Oh, from the south, so it's blowing me this direction, right? What is the wind?
20 miles per hour.
What is Kaden saying back here?
Yes, oh jeez.
I quoted Mr. Krabs. It's the first, actually, no, Plankton says that.
Okay. So guess which way I'm going? This way? Right? So that's what I want to find. But I need an angle inside my triangle. My lines are still parallel, but I do not have alternate interior angles, do I?
Well, you would have to do the 100 because you like parallel and so you have to 110 degrees.
Be what?
110 degrees.
Because they are supplementary. Do you see my two parallel lines? This is 110.
Jeez, guys.
I get a huge in there.
I said it faster.
Well, because you're a try-hard.
Guys, I have to talk to my fourth hour sometimes about it's not who has to be first. It's who gets it right.
Which is always going to be Chandler.
I'm right here.
Oh!
Yeah, I know.
I
That's why I
appreciate
said
it. You're wrong. Because I'm wrong a lot of the time. I appreciate your sense.
Okay,
always.
so what's my equation? X squared equals what?
614 over.
A lot. It's just a lot of things.
2 times 40 times 600, cosine of what? 110.
614.8 miles per hour.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so I have 614.8 miles per hour, right? Now, at what direction? Isn't this little angle over here theta? Y'all are not even talking. Do you got it? Sine of theta over 40 equals sine of 110 over 614.8. So what is theta? I don't think that's what Sammy got.
Or no, I'm thinking about something else. Oh, never mind. That makes sense. I was confused.
So what is my direction?
60 cent. Oh, you have to subtract it.
I subtract it because it moved it to a smaller angle, didn't it? So what is it?
66.
At 66.5 degrees. So you have to pay attention to what that wind is doing. Is that wind making it a bigger angle or a smaller angle?
That's fine.
So is the wind ever going to come out of like the
West.
east or west?
Not for you guys. Of course it does, but we're not going to get that far into it.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay?